Hi everyone, Miss Shiri here. At the San Diego Children's Discovery Museum, we love learning about new cultures from all around the world. Today, the country we are going to explore is sometimes called the Emerald Isle because of the rich green pastures and rolling hills. Can you guess the name of this country? It is Ireland. A shamrock, which is a green, young cloverleaf, is the national symbol of Ireland. Since Ireland is an island in the northeast of Europe, many of the animal species that lived in Europe could not cross over the ocean to make a home in Ireland. That is why in Ireland there are no wild snakes. Storytelling is a favorite pastime of the Irish people, and Irish literature is one of Europe's oldest cultural treasures. Poetry, fables, and great mythological sagas where heroes go on long adventures are some of the classics of Irish literature. Another way to enjoy learning about a country's culture is to eat the food that comes from that country. Irish cooking includes lots of tasty and hearty food made to fill you up on cold and rainy days. Many traditional Irish dishes include grains like wheat and barley. Irish soda bread is one of those dishes. It uses baking soda instead of yeast to give the dough a nice rise and to make the bread soft and fluffy. A slice of warm, fresh baked soda bread with some butter spread on top makes for a very tasty treat. Grab your baking apron and try your hand at making and baking Irish soda bread. The recipe for Irish soda bread is 2 cups of white flour, 1 cup of whole wheat flour. If you don't have whole wheat flour, that's okay. You can then make this 3 cups of white flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda. The baking soda is what's going to make the bread rise and make the inside nice and soft and fluffy. Half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of yogurt, plain yogurt. You can use yogurt or you can use buttermilk. I don't have any buttermilk in the house, so I'm using the plain unflavored yogurt. This last ingredient is optional. These are raisins. You can put the raisins in. I think they give a nice sweet flavor to the Irish bread, but you don't have to use raisins if you don't like them. And if you are going to use raisins, it's about 3¼ cups of raisins. You're going to need to use a mixing bowl, a good mixing spoon or spatula, and you're going to need a floured surface so that you can knead the dough when it's all mixed up. You can just flour your table if you want and do it on there. I like to use this board and put some flour on the board and then knead on here. Have a grown-up turn the oven on for you at 350 degrees. The bread is going to cook anywhere between 50 minutes to 60 minutes, which is 1 hour. Always check on the bread because some ovens cook faster than others. The way you're going to know that the bread is done is by smelling. Your house should smell really, really yummy, and then you can check on the bread. Go ahead, wash your hands with soap, and come back and we're going to mix all the ingredients together. Now that my yogurt and egg is mixed, I'm going to add it into the dry ingredients. There we go. Now I'm going to mix these two ingredients together, mix it really, really well. We're going to add in our raisins. Remember, if you don't like raisins, you don't have to put raisins in your Irish soda bread. I think they give a nice flavor. So now that this is all mixed together, I'm going to put it onto my kneading surface. It is sticky, and so you can always have extra flour to put on top so it's not so sticky. And you want to mix this all together, probably for about a minute or two. And when you knead, you use the bottom of your hand. It's called the heel of your hand. You're kind of pushing in and pulling out, pushing in and pulling out. Our bread is kneaded. We are ready for the next 2 steps. To prep your pan for the dough, take some butter and rub it around your pan. This is called greasing your pan. This way, your dough won't stick to the pan. Now that your pan is all greased, take your dough, put it in. It does not have to go to the edges of the pan. It will do that on its own. What you want to do is you want to score the dough, which means to kind of make a cut. You're not going all the way through, just a little bit on the top. You're going to make an X. Just like that. This way, any air that's inside as the bread cooks, there's a place for the air to escape without exploding your dough. Here we are. Our dough is ready for the oven. See you in 50 minutes. Let's put on our mittens because the bread is going to be hot. Wow, does that smell good? Looks good too. Time for a yummy treat. That is really, really yummy. Thank you for joining me as we made Irish soda bread. If you would like to share how your bread came out, you can go ahead and post that to our social media like Instagram and Facebook. Join me next time for more world culture. Bye.